So happy Sunday, everyone. This is Greg Dixon from Shared Visions Unlimited Publishing and Marketing. Apparently, my last broadcast, the sound did not work. So I don't know if you're out there. If you can let me know if you can hear this in the comments. Just let me know if you can hear it. It's kind of weird. StreamYard has not been connected with using Google Chrome very well, and a lot of options just are not available in other browsers, so it's a little bit frustrating. But anyway, so there's my project here. I just released a chapter in my All My Relations book called My DNA Relatives, and I'm going to just tell you a little bit about this All My Relations book. We've been helping people publish books in print format through Amazon and Ingram Spark and various other multimedia formats for a long time. And I wanted to write this book. I've had some ideas for this book called All My Relations for a long time. I've got chapter ideas, I've got some notes. And I thought I'm going to combine my past of publishing blogging websites for clients and myself over the years. And I'm going to publish this book chapter by chapter live, with each chapter being a blog post at the website at Shared Visions. At allmyrelationsbook.com. And I'm just going to run through this a little bit here. So there's the landing page, allmyrelationsbook.com, and there's a little bit of an introduction. And I've got a table of contents that's going to grow over time. I have a list of probably 20 things I wanted to talk about, and I put some of them here. I've written some of it, and there'll be more. The interesting thing is, as I write one, ideas for a new one comes up. So one of the reasons I'm doing this is instead of the usual process of writing a book is you write notes and write in something else, and you spend years and years putting it together, and then at the end of it, you don't know if anybody's interested in it or wants it. And I'm just going to do this in a kind of a public way. I'm going to put out the chapters, and they can go back and edit them at times. So this is a living book, living document. And at some point, this will be collected together and put into a print book. I'll submit it, format it, create a cover, submit it to Amazon, Kindle Direct Publishing, and create a ebook version of it, maybe a multimedia edition of it, maybe even a Audible version. We'll see how it goes. But meanwhile, part of this thing here is I enjoy writing, and so my intention here is to write maybe a chapter every few days, maybe three a week, and put it out and share it here. So the idea of all my relations, what this means is in First Nations, Indigenous communities, often they'll say something like all my relations at the end of a prayer, at the end of a welcome, or maybe in a sweat lodge ceremony, in all sorts of things. And what that means, what all my relations means, is in their worldview, we are all connected. All peoples of the world are connected. All the animals, all the plants, the rocks, the trees, the cosmos, everything is connected. All are relations. So so almost every chapter that will be in this book will be a variation of that and a spin-off. And some are just sort of educational, and some will be just simply fun. So the one I was talking about today is my DNA relatives. It says my DNA relatives. So for what I know about my family history is my father's grandparents came from northern England, southern Scotland, probably 1890, something like that. And my mother's father came to America. He came to North America from Denmark, and my mother's mother was German American. Her parents had come from Germany in the 1800s and moved to America, and much of the family base was in Streator, Illinois, and I know many of my grandfather's relatives came from Denmark, and farmed in areas like Iowa and in that region too, Illinois. So basically, and then my grandfather, my grandparents, my mother's parents came to Alberta. So that's the Canadian connection. Well, so anyway, so we have my brother and sister-in-law gave Bonnie and I 23andMe membership years ago. So that's a DNA testing service, and it goes through and tracks down your heritage and also your DNA relatives. So it's kind of interesting. That's what I've got on this page here. This is the map that it came up with and basically confirmed everything I just told you about my relatives being from Denmark, sort of Europe, and the United Kingdom. And so that's all. Nothing in here was surprising. They also come up with every once in a while they get an email and say we found new DNA relatives. So as other people sign up for 23andMe, they'll connect. And the interesting thing here is I've for various reasons I've been more familiar with relatives on my mother's side of things from Alberta and then the U.S. rather than on my father's side of things, even though most of them live in British Columbia. I've met quite a few over the years, but it's just we just haven't been close. And the funny thing is, in 23andMe, if they send me a new relative, a new distant relative, a third or fourth cousin or something like that, it's almost always through my mother's side of things, through Denmark and Germany and Europe in general. And many have now moved to North America, but it's interesting that connection. I have some stories related to people I met in England who thought I was related to them. That's for another day. The other thing that 23andMe had is this ancient migrations, and it traced through basically on the maternal side, essentially from East Africa, and then made its way through Saudi Arabia, Persia, and into Europe, kind of thing. And the from my paternal side is the same as well. So the idea here is really all human beings started in East Africa, and then they spread out and all throughout the world. And over the years, we've developed the different regional differences that we think of as race, so the Asians and African, Caucasian, that kind of thing. But really, we all came from the same place. We're all related. These are more, all the races really, you can think of just local variations, often based on amount of sunlight. so, so the further north you go, the more bleached you end up being. So there we go. Anyway, so I've got this is really interesting stuff. I've got a bunch of chapters I'm going to write related to this, and I hope it's going to be fun. If it turns out there's interest and it ends up being a fairly coherent book at the end of it, I will round it up, edit it, format it, and publish as a book through Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing and maybe Ingram Spark. There would be probably an ebook version of it, like a Kindle version, and maybe some other multimedia. But for now, I'm doing this as a blogging website, and I'm doing our normal thing that we do for marketing clients. I'm trying to make each page to be search engine friendly, and I'm submitting it to Google Search Console, so it ends up in the search engine. So one of the things here is I can see I have Google tracking, and so I can tell how many people search and find things on this website according to certain keywords. So that'll give me an idea about what, am I writing about something that people are interested in? And then I'm also going to do these regular broadcasts and posts, and just explain what I'm doing, and we'll see. And I'm offering this. If you got a book, you've got some ideas for a book, and you're thinking about publishing it. For one, our normal process is to take your book, help you with the editing, final editing, format it, and get it put up as a print book and a Kindle book on Amazon and other places. But if you're interested in experimenting with this live writings as a website, uh, blogging website here, I can help you with that. So just make a phone call, contact me. The page at here, there's a. I go back to the home page. Down the bottom, there's a place there to click on that button. You can make an appointment with me. You can reach out, text me here on LinkedIn or YouTube or wherever you're watching this, Facebook. Just reach out and we can discuss what a book might look for you, like for you. It can help you. We can help you with everything from planning it to writing it, to editing, formatting, and getting it published in various formats. So that's all I have to say, and I just hope the sound worked this time. And happy Sunday, everyone.